When attraction becomes the source of someone else's frustration, attraction is a complex and deeply personal emotion, one that we all experience in different ways. It's what draws us to others, sparks connection, and sometimes fuels the chemistry that leads to meaningful relationships. But what happens when someone else, an outsider, a third party, witnesses the attraction between you and your partner and feels an overwhelming sense of frustration or jealousy? What if this person becomes so consumed by the attention and desire your partner has for you, that they begin to direct their anger and resentment toward you? This situation can be unsettling and emotionally draining. You're happily involved with your partner, building something special, yet there's someone on the outside, someone not directly part of your relationship, who can't stand the sight of your bond, particularly the fact that your partner is drawn to you physically. Whether this person is a friend, an acquaintance, or even a coworker, their frustration manifests in the form of passive-aggressive comments, harsh words, or even overt expressions of jealousy. Let's delve into this delicate situation where attraction turns into a battleground for someone else's emotions, exploring why it happens, how it impacts your relationship, and what you can do to maintain your peace. The sting of envy. When attraction threatens a third party. At its core, attraction is a natural part of human interaction, and being drawn to someone's looks is often one of the first sparks that ignites romantic interest. In your relationship, it might be that your partner's attraction to your appearance played a significant role in bringing you together. You may feel flattered and confident, knowing that your partner finds you desirable. But when someone on the outside, whether it's a mutual friend, a coworker, or someone else in your social circle, sees the intensity of that attraction, it can trigger emotions of envy and insecurity. Within them, this third party may have their own unspoken feelings for your partner or may simply feel overshadowed by the attention you receive. They become frustrated not only with the situation but with themselves for feeling inadequate or unnoticed. In their mind, your looks become the focal point of their resentment, as they believe that your physical appearance is the sole reason for the attention and affection your partner shows you. Imagine this person watching from the sidelines, observing the way your partner gazes at you, compliments you, or expresses their attraction to you in subtle or overt ways. Every glance, every kind word, or even every casual touch between you and your partner becomes a reminder of what they don't have. It eats away at them, slowly turning their feelings of frustration into bitterness. And, unfortunately, you become the target of their displaced anger, the passive-aggressive fallout, how they express their frustration. When someone is frustrated but doesn't feel they can openly express their jealousy or hurt, they often resort to passive-aggressive behavior. It can start subtly, an offhand remark about how much attention you get or a backhanded compliment about your looks. At first, it may seem like a joke or a harmless comment, but over time, the tone shifts. The third party might begin to criticize your appearance, question your relationship, or make sarcastic remarks about your partner's attraction to you. Their frustration spills over into conversations where you might not expect it. Suddenly, You're on the receiving end of unnecessary hostility or sarcastic jabs, and the air between you becomes tense. Comments like, "I guess it must be nice to always get attention because of how you look." Well, some of us have to rely on more than just our looks to get by. It's obvious why they're so into you. Who wouldn't be with a face like that? These seemingly innocuous comments are laced with bitterness, designed to make you feel uncomfortable or to diminish the importance of your relationship by reducing it to superficial attraction. What they're really saying is, "I'm angry that your looks have captured their attention, and it frustrates me that I don't have that same effect on them." The deeper issue, insecurity and unrequited feelings, it's essential to understand that when someone reacts negatively to your partner's attraction to you, it's rarely about you as a person. More often than not, it's about their own insecurities and internal struggles. This third party may feel inadequate or unworthy, comparing themselves to you in ways that are unhealthy and unfair. They might feel that their value is being diminished in the eyes of others because they don't measure up to the societal standards of beauty or desirability that they perceive you embody. In some cases, this person may even harbor romantic feelings for your partner. Perhaps they've been silently hoping for your partner's attention, wishing that the attraction they see directed at you would somehow be transferred to them. Seeing you receive that affection and attention can feel like a direct blow to their self-esteem, causing feelings of rejection and inadequacy to bubble to the surface. The unspoken competition that they feel they're engaged in, one they never signed up for, only exacerbates their frustration. It becomes an emotional tug-of-war, with you unknowingly caught in the middle. They lash out not because you've done anything wrong, but because your very presence is a painful reminder of what they wish they had. The impact on your relationship, as this third party's frustration grows, it can start to affect your relationship in subtle and not so subtle ways. You may notice that interactions with this person become more strained, especially when your partner is present. Their behavior might shift when the three of you are together. Perhaps they interrupt conversations, make pointed comments about how you look, or act cold and distant. Over time, the negative energy they bring can create tension between you and your partner. You might begin to feel self-conscious or uncomfortable, wondering if their criticisms are affecting how your partner sees you. Alternatively, your partner might feel caught in the middle, unsure of how to navigate the situation without hurting either of you. The third party's frustration can even create a wedge in your social circle, making group gatherings awkward or strained. What was once a friendly dynamic can quickly turn into a minefield of unspoken jealousy, passive-aggressive comments, and emotional tension. How to handle the situation? Navigating a situation like this can be challenging, especially when someone else's frustration is aimed at you for reasons beyond your control. Here are a few strategies to consider if you find yourself caught in this uncomfortable dynamic. Acknowledge their feelings. While it's not your responsibility to manage someone else's emotions, understanding where their frustration comes from can help you approach the situation with empathy. Recognize that their feelings likely stem from insecurity or unspoken feelings of jealousy, and try to keep that in mind when interacting with them. Stay confident in your relationship. It's crucial to remind yourself that your relationship is about more than just physical attraction. Your partner's affection for you likely goes beyond looks, encompassing emotional connection, shared values, and mutual respect. Don't let someone else's bitterness make you doubt the depth of your relationship. Set boundaries. If the third party's passive-aggressive behavior becomes too much to handle, it's essential to set boundaries. You don't have to tolerate unkind comments or allow them to make you feel uncomfortable. If necessary, have a direct conversation with them about how their behavior is affecting you and your relationship. Calmly and respectfully explain that their words are hurtful and that you won't engage with negative energy. Communicate with your partner. Open communication with your partner is key in navigating this situation. Let them know how the third party's behavior is making you feel and ask for their support in addressing the issue. Your partner may need to step in and set boundaries with this person, especially if they've been unaware of the depth of the problem. Don't engage in petty competition. It can be tempting to respond to the third party's frustration with snide remarks or to compete for your partner's attention when they're around. However, engaging in this kind of behavior will only escalate the tension. Stay above the fray and focus on maintaining your dignity and composure. When to walk away. Unfortunately, some people's jealousy and frustration run so deep that no amount of understanding or boundary setting can resolve the issue. If the third party continues to act out despite your efforts to handle the situation maturely, it may be time to distance yourself from them. You don't need to stay in an environment that constantly undermines your confidence or your relationship. Walking away from the negativity might mean disengaging from certain social situations or limiting your interactions with this person. If they're a mutual friend or coworker, it could involve a conversation with your partner about how to best handle future encounters with them. Conclusion: you are more than just looks. Ultimately, the frustration that this third party feels is a reflection of their own internal struggles, not a reflection of your worth or the strength of your relationship. Physical attraction may have sparked the connection between you and your partner, but true relationships are built on far more than looks. Trust in the bond you've created with your partner, and don't let someone else's jealousy undermine your happiness. If you find yourself dealing with someone who can't handle the attraction between you and your partner, remember that their frustration is not your burden to carry. You are not responsible for their insecurities or for the way they perceive your relationship. Focus on nurturing the love and connection you share with your partner, and let go of the negativity that others may try to bring into your life.